The Russian rider in the group is listed there as Ildar Arslanov.
Yeah, it's a rider I commentated on a couple of years ago, actually, in Tour of Azerbaijan, I think it was, going really very well there.
Gazprom haven't been quite the same team. Of course, no invitation this year to the Giro d'Italia, so difficult for them to perform at the same level, as we see Svetlana looking majestic. The race is going to pass by very closely now. Some lovely training roads around here. Primož Roglic, the big Slovenian star, does train here in the summer. Spends a lot of time in Spain though as well, during the months where the weather's not quite as nice.
The guys know what their numbers are supposed to be when they're going well, for what they can do for and so on, in terms of power outputs, and what the recovery rate should be when they've done those efforts. And if that all stacks up, then they can kind of go into the next race knowing that I'm there or thereabouts. It's that little bit of race sharpness that might be missing, but certainly if we're just talking pure power going straight up a climb without any attacks or anything like that to deal with, then it's not a problem. The sort of, it's more the attacking and getting a hit again and again that's going to be the difference.
They have company. Jay Hindley in the black and white, the young Australian rider. Primož Roglic, the man who started the attacks not once but twice, in the yellow. And Matej Mohoric, who reaches them and sails straight past them. The party with the attacks, not once but twice. And yeah, it's fragmenting, it's breaking up, it's fracturing. 6 kilometres to go for the sole leader, Matej Mohoric. Mohoric has 4 more kilometres to ride on the flat before the final rise to the line. Final rise at 6.7% to Skalna Grad. Celje is the town they're riding in at the moment, as this is Tadej Pogačar alongside Hindley. Jay Hindley, who was excellent at the Tour de l'Avenir a couple of years ago.
Orange going forward.
Marco Canola towards the back of this group as well. 21 there is Gregor Bola, but he's got his teammate up the road. There's the next group chasing on the road. In fact, they've just made contact with him.
6.7% at that point.
3.8 k's to go, so he's approaching the climb now. What effort, what force has he used? Is there going to be some sort of organisation in this group, or?
Well, it's such a fine line from Mohoric as well.
Not into the town of Celje then. This race today finishes just up the hill, just out of town. Mohoric, no check on his gap though, is there at the minute? 2.5 kilometres. The work's all being done by Luka Mezgec. It's one man against one man right now.
Yeah, it certainly is. Interesting to see if there was a gap somewhere we could find out what is actually going on here. But to me, it still looks like Mohoric is going better than Luka Mezgec.
To the town of Celje. And Matej Mohoric inside 2 kilometres to go and about to take on the final climb. Up to the finish line when he turns out of town. What sort of gap does he have? It was timed at 18 seconds the last time we saw it. This is the chasing group. Selection made on the climb. Luka Mezgec, the Slovenian national champion, riding in the service of the South African national champion for Mitchelton Scott today. He's leading the chase. 2.2 k's to go.
I would say it's like probably a little bit more than 18 seconds at this moment.
So here he is, and this is where the road goes uphill. The other side of the train station and out of town again. Up the road, and quite literally. Look around again from Mezgec, who just pushed his earpiece back into him.
Surprised to see that no one has come up and given him a hand and helping out with the white South African championship jersey.
So road already uphill now, and it gets steeper and steeper until about 1k to go. Steepest part coming, it seems, with about 600 metres to the line. such an aggressive rider, Mohoric. He's a great watch, isn't he? We saw it at the Giro d'Italia. Took that stage in Umbria when he was out there in the rain and having a go. There's Celia's old castle. Beautiful area where the hills just seem to rise out of nowhere. And it's uphill we're going to the finish here now with Mohoric attacking. Most of the main GC contenders are still in the chase group. Roglic is there, Uran, Kieślowski, Majka and Formolo, Jurasek, Sosa. We've seen Arslanov as well. Jan Tratnik in the group, as is Janis Brajkovic and Tadej Pogačar. So, attack. Can assume this is Arslanov.
There was another Gazprom rider who's got into that group as well here now. So
see, this looks like the face of Firsanov.
Yeah.
We expected to be there in the first group. And the road really kicking uphill now for Matej Mohoric. What does he have left in the legs?
I think he's really trying to pace his way up here now, looking down at his power meter all the time, trying to work out so that it doesn't go too deep too early on this. Very easy to do.
It's Hindley in the chase for Team Sunweb. This is Ildar Arslanov, as the graphics say, although we get a proper look at the number.
Surprised not to see a reaction from anyone else in the group there.
A lot of looking around still, wasn't there? We're inside the last kilometre anyway now. 900 metres to go for Matej Mohoric. Only about 100 metres of a lead.
Yeah. What's that, Jay Hindley?
Well, Hindley had been sitting back in the group with Sunweb and looking good. He himself did attack the young Australian rider. Looks to be going stronger than anyone else at the moment. Van Rofny. Good rider on the flat, not normally that good on the hills. Good performance from him. Storer is the man now. There's a bike rider in there on the professional ranks. He was a continental rider last year for the Mitchelton development team, but look at this behind now, Roglic. It could be Slovenian success after all. Storer looks like he's starting to tire as well. And Roglic is right on his wheel, about to go past him. So for the third time today, Primož Roglic kicks. And we're approaching the final 400 metres now. He has Rafał Majka with him behind in the green and black. There's Rigoberto Uran on the left-hand side in the pink and white as well.
I'm going to call Uran for the stage win today then.
Well, we know from the Tour de France that he has a strong sprint at the end. But look, Darrell Impey's here.
Ooh, wow.
A lot of looking around now.
This is Arslanov.
And Arslanov goes for it for Gazprom. Roglic for a fourth time goes. He really wants the stage today. And he's bringing Impey with him. It's going uphill all to the line this stage.
It's not particularly steep now though.
Arslanov is caught and Roglic again. Now can Impey hang on? He's going to really have to grit his teeth here because Roglic seems to have real power in his legs today. Roglic is riding away from them. This is going to be Primož Roglic's surely now. Lotta NL Jumbo riding so hard into the climb. They're not going to make huge GC differences today, but if he can hang on to this with 200 metres to go, Primož Roglic might get it, but I'm not sure he can hang on because there's a comeback. It's Darrell Impey. Impey, who is dragging Rafał Majka and Rigoberto Uran all the way. Roglic is there and he might be running out, and Roglic is going to be caught. Unbelievable stage here in Slovenia. It's Impey, it is Uran, and Uran looks like he might be able to come around him. Here comes the Colombian, here's the finish. It's Rigoberto Uran all the way to the line, and Rigoberto Uran is back with a bang. An altitude for so long training in Colombia, storms back to racing. And despite five attacks from Primož Roglic on that stage, it is Rigoberto Uran who defeats the Slovenian on his own roads.